got one less rogue.
Yeah.
Only 3 rogues this week. We've dropped Bartok.
We dropped Bardock?
Well, I don't know if he was out or who
He's there. He's in there. He's in there. He's right there. He's in group 4. Right now, unfortunately, Imagine left the guild yesterday. Last night, so we had to replace a mage. And then there was another open spot because people had to take last minute. I can't place, so
Yeah, so it's Pico's in for SD, and it's Mofo in for Imagine. So it's going to be interesting tonight. I think they're going to be aiming to beat their previous times. Can they do a 27-minute run? I do know that there's a desire to get ready for next week, get really push the last of the DMF weeks before AQ. So it's going to be very interesting to see how risky do they get it. I think what we saw in West last week was the risk kind of caught up to us, and 2 tiny mistakes, which admittedly we actually played extremely well to recover from, but those 2 tiny mistakes, obviously killed the run. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting
absolutely.
to see what they do tonight.
I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to get my pop-up chat open. I can't fucking... There's no pop-up chat. Am I just blind?
So it'll be interesting to see who's doing the orb. It looks like Kyle is doing an invisible pot. Yeah, he went in invisible pot. Kyle grabbed it.
Okay, awesome. Like no pop-up chat for my
timer. Let's see how they go. So from a RAZORGORE trash perspective, it's actually the longest part of the entire dungeon, and it's about 5 minutes, 10 seconds, a little bit of change depending on the efficiency of the egg breaking. It's not actually the order that you do it in. That matters a little bit. Kyle just got busted out. Oh, this is a big problem. You see this big problem?
Yeah, they need to pick up the orb. Do they have someone to just pick up the orb? I was like 6 seconds. Oh my god, they all died! What the fuck? Oh, I think Dunner's just ended his stream. Wow.
That was clearly a bug. I don't know if you saw it. They reconnected it. They had it back. It was under control again and then blew up.
Yeah, that's a known bug.
Yeah, that is a known bug. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for those guys. That's it's just such a way to start the raid when something like that happens, or when you wipe on Veil because somebody pumps their damage just a little hard.
Here's what we're going for now, okay? I want their fastest no world buff speed run.
To be honest with you, I imagine this isn't going to be, depending on how they play for the rest of it, it may not. It shouldn't cost them that much time. I would have thought 40 minutes is still possible.
Wow. Oh my god. They can still do it. Actually, I want to know how fast you can do it because no one's doing those kind of runs. It's
interesting. Did you see the change that they made on the log site, where now they are differentiating and giving rankings for non-world buffed runs?
Yeah. That's actually really interesting. I think this is like, hey, this is a chance, but I'm not sure.
I kind of
probably all disappointed.
It's
for sure. It's not too late.
I think it is. I think the meta and the play base now is everyone's ranking on these 27, 24, 21 minute runs. I've got a friend who's in Who, and they went onto the PTR and ran BWL. This is no telling lie, 17 times to set their. They're the second fastest Horde guild at the moment, but they did it on the PTR 17 times. I mean, really, yikes.
Yeah. Can anyone? I'm having a problem with this. I'm having a problem I'm having a problem with my own stream.
So I think everyone in this chat knows what just happened, but just in case there isn't, so that wasn't a fault of the. What happened there was when Kyle was controlling the orb, and something must have hit him because he lost control way too early, and so he couldn't pick it up because he had the mind exhaustion. So he ran to the corner to add extra time. His play was actually pretty baller. And someone else had to go and grab the orb. Somebody else did grab the orb, so they reacted and they grabbed it. But the moment they grabbed it, RAZORGORE did his ability, which basically just instantly kills everyone. And it's very twitchy. It's a known bug that happens. Although I wonder if it is a known bug or whether it's intended. It's hard to know because wouldn't they have fixed it? It's happened to a lot of pretty significant guilds. So
yeah, absolutely. It's really
not bad play, like poor old DM West backpedaling into techie packs in the middle of Fire More bad. That was just unlucky.
Yeah, let's see here. Pop out. God, I can't get this pop out chat for. I'm gonna get this pop out chat before we start, but when they start, I'm gonna hit a timer button. Because I am curious. I'm gonna do it on Pickles. Okay. Oh, he's not inside yet. People are still running inside, I guess. Yeah. And I'll start it on Pickles. I'll end it on Pickles.
So that's a 5-minute loss. They're still rebuffing and stuff, but they're now at 5 minutes. Usually they would have killed Vale and they'd be in the suppression room now, but
yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see.
We'll call it a redo.
A redo. Well, does it really count? I mean, you could probably stop and start the logs again. So now it's just gonna...
the logs or whatever. I'm talking about just like in my head.
Should we start the counter again? Let's start the counter again.
I have one right here. I don't know if you see your face in the stream here, but I have one right here. I'm doing through Google, so we will see. I'm trying to watch Pickle stream.
I bet they can crack 40. I'll bet if they play well, I bet they can crack 40.
Yeah, but let's see if they pop all consumes. You know, some people might be like, some people turn their brain off.
You got no place in this raid if you're not popping consumables at the moment.
I know, right? But let's see if someone doesn't have their head together, because you know, some people, warriors, don't know how to play when you don't have world buffs, right? So.
Oh, that's a great point. Who's going to top the meter without world buffs?
It's going to be a mage. Because
so?
Because the flask, it might be a warrior, like, or actually a rogue, but like it might be a rogue actually. But I'm gonna hit start now. But like legitimately, oh my god, Stokes already died. All right, did they pick it up? They got it. Okay, they got it. It's Defa this time. Defa has it.
Yeah, this was a change we made 2 weeks ago to have the tank mind control from the very start.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually honestly in favor of it. I didn't think it saved any time. I think you can do the swap at the end and it doesn't actually cost time because of the cooldown on the ability. But the truth is, it doesn't matter really. The phase 1 is such a joke of the content is so easy. This should be fine.
Yeah.
But they've gone back to Defa, who's the historical person who did it in this raid.
Yeah. There we go. Now I have my pop-up chat. I'm so happy now. That's all I wanted. Cool. So.
But the good news is losing their world bus will change this encounter basically not at all. It's still going to take 5 minutes and 10 seconds plus maybe some change to do phase 1. And RAZORGORE should still die in sort of sub 20 seconds. So
yeah.
The world bus will come into play during the trash after Vale.
Do you think the Invis pot does something with that? I don't think so, because you come out of invisibility right when you do something, right? So,
Mm-hmm. Well, he had it and he popped 2 eggs, I think, and then dropped it. So I'll have to go back.
Defa doesn't have it right now. Defa is giving it back to Green. It's on Green Mile right now. So Green Mile has it.
So Defa must have gotten hit too. That's
Maybe.
An unusual swap because
what happened? It is an unusual swap. Maybe they need the damage now. Thanks, Pop Purry.
Aha, good. My name is not Chick-fil-A, so I'm good, Pop Purry.
If you read this, your name's Chick-fil-A. Anyway, Defa also said he... Oh my gosh, guys, can we talk about this real quick? Can we talk about Defa's stream real quick? I want to talk about something. Do you see this man activate Windows? Go to settings to activate Windows. Okay. All right. I'm so sorry.
The stream looks pretty good though. It looks crisp to me.
You say on your end, Maybe it's my. I think this monitor sucks, man. I need to take this monitor back. Let's see what this. What's that other monitor?
So look, Dark Flame currently topping the meter. I'm telling you, it's going to be a warrior. But
Listen, man.
I think the rogues have a better chance than normal.
This is phase 1 RAZORGORE. It's not. It's not relevant to like who does top damage. Even RAZORGORE people might argue that if you pop cooldowns on RAZORGORE, why would you do that? Because you want it for Veil, right? So, they might have 2 opportunities to do wreck, right? Can they kill Veilstraz in this setup without the tank dying? I think they can.
That's going to be a challenge. I suspect they can. But I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
The hardest part will be will the casters have to throttle? Because you're right, they're all fast, right? So if the casters have to throttle because the tank's threat's not as good, then no. But I suspect they won't. I suspect they'll wreck, and I think they'll be fine.
Oh, Espresso went offline. No. So, okay. I'm also just looking at some consumes people are popping right now. Like, people seem like they're popping most consumes, so. Does that stamina buff last through death? I guess it does. The 30 stam? The one that's crazy.
Yeah, it's actually a really good buff. It's kind of surprising.
Do people have 2 Zanzas, actually? That's another thing.
I always carry 2 Zanzas. That's the no-brain play. It's like you pop one Zanza there. I
don't do that. I don't do it.
We were talking about using swiftness at the beginning. I didn't actually see if I didn't see it. Did you notice were they wearing swiftness and then they swapped? I
didn't see it. I don't think everyone's bought into that. A lot of people are still using Blasted Land buff. I was looking at people buffing today, like as I was doing summons.
Blasted Land buff. That is way more expensive.
Yeah, exactly. It costs money. They're like, oh no, the DPS is like we're here to do damage, so that I want more damage. So people do definitely use Blasted Land's buff still, but it's not. I think you go swiftness. I think that's what people are doing. And if you want to run faster, you use swiftness. It's not that. Some people use the stamina one. Some people use the stamina one until Veilstraz, and after Veilstraz, they switch to swiftness.
It's just not as big a speed boost as I think is worth the loss of the stats. The 50 stam, 50 spirit, especially for a priest, that's amazing.
Yeah. Let's see here. Just gonna go through the roster a little bit too. We kind of skipped that because of crazy
they look
shit
like they're
happened.
behind. They should be. They should be.
It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes 11 seconds right now. Well, they had like a couple hiccups already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. They have 3 warlocks, Defa, Muggy, SX, 7 mages. You Good, Mofo as the stand-in tonight. Gurns, Food for Gold, Sailor, Pooh, Lottie, and Pillowcat. And then for Shamans, they have =3, Yachts, Gilso, Ponslaw, Niyosagi. 4 Priests, Supreme X, Pure Espresso, Grand Pooba, Baba Yaga. That's a stacked lineup of Priests.
Yeah, the healers are actually really good across most of our raid. 2
Hunters. I don't know if they're going to go for any Wormguard strat. Maybe they'll take things slow. Actually, and like try out some different strats today, but they just did their last egg. Everyone's leaving. There's no problem with any other dragons. They're standing all spread out, but that's fine.
Wow, that's a lot slower though. That was about 40 seconds slower.
13 warriors, 4 being tanks, 9 being DPS. Yeah. Let's see here. First boss dead at 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, so because they were a bit slower there, it risks the AoE fireball going off, and then it's going to chew into your FR pot. You should have popped an FR pot about during that fight for Veilstraz, and then be ready for another one. So a little.
I mean, yeah, I don't really know if everyone carries fire pots, to be honest, anymore.
We talked about this last week. All the casters should. The pushback is crazy.
Oh yeah, the casters. I guess I could see that being actually really
healers and casters should always use FR.
Yeah, I'm just a melee. I'm just a silly melee. I have a mage too, and I don't use that, so maybe
you're a pretend melee. Let's be honest.
What do you mean? No, I hit him right with my fist, dude. I don't even use a weapon. Think about that. Who's the real melee? Who's real melee? Who's real melee when they're hitting with their bear claws? at this point. Oh, sweet. Pickles has his threat meter out. He might need it. Of course, Reese is gonna start this fight out. Let's watch it from Defas. I like Defas' perspective on this because he stands out, so he can soulstone whoever else. He's gonna sack his Voidwalker. Oh, notification! Thanks for the follow.
Ooh, Defa made a mistake there.
What?
He sacked his Voidwalker late.
He also got hit by the tail.
Yeah, he didn't get a demonic sacrifice off, so he should have sacked his Voidwalker a little bit earlier. Then put in got out a succubus.
I don't think Reese has burning adrenaline either.
The way they're acting, he doesn't. They're running. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. Crisp. Thanks for the follow, Poisonality. Big. Welcome to the crew. So, none of the hunters got hit. It was just Sagi, so it's just a healer. And then Green Mile's also dead.
Why was Coke Lord so low?
I don't know.
So I think Green Miles usually main tank stat. So I think he's on
Green Mile he's a druid. So maybe he got hit. Maybe he got hit at the very end of the fight by
I do like to change your strat here, not to sleep the guys, to just let them come in and then kill them when they come. I think it doesn't feel
Chick-fil-A.
Thanks for the sub. Twitch Prime in the chat. Poisonality. Okay, sweet. So they're just doing the same strat. They're not sleeping it. Oh, there's two of them though.
Yeah, that got pretty spicy in West. Two of them. The good news is
they're really low.
Late. The good news is they're usually really late. Like, so because they stick around at the top of the stairs for a while. Sorry. Mature content warning.
Mature content warning. Let me get theater mode on all these streams. At the very end of the run, we will put the streamers' information right here, so you can go follow them, of course. You know. But okay, no one died from that. Are they putting out? I'm not seeing. I did not know how overpowered Dampen Magic was in this room. I thought. What?
I do wonder if it's broken. Like, is in for it to apply to every stack just seems
broken.
Wrong.
No, it doesn't apply for every stack. I think it just reduces the damage, whatever. Like no matter what. So like when I had like 5 stacks, it was dealing 1 damage to me.
Yeah. So the way I believe it's working is your Dampen Magic applies to every stack. So the stack builds up damage, right? So let's say it's doing 100 damage per stack, but the Dampen Magic applies to every stack. So if that means each stack is doing 1 damage, so it does 5 damage.
Yeah, absolutely. Sailor doesn't have Dampen Magic on himself, but a lot of raiders seem like they do have Dampen Magic on them. So maybe they don't. Casters just don't try not to do it, but it's gonna be a bit of a slower room here because they're not gonna have burning adrenaline. But
so out of interest, their RAZORGORE trash phase was 42 seconds slower. That's all execution. That's interesting.
Well, there is how fast you can kill a boss. They didn't kill him immediately, but
their kill was only 7 seconds slower. So that's not too bad.
Sailor just died too. He needs to put Dampen Magic on shit.
Their Veil Straz kill was 37 seconds versus 23.
Unless they're pulling. Oh my god, why are some people not that crisp? Maybe it's my monitor.
Yeah, I really don't like seeing melee DPS Korga being dead. I really don't like seeing it. I feel like that 2 things went wrong there. He should have the survivability to take a hit or 2, and the healers should have the reaction time to keep him alive.
Yeah, but they were all really low because they had like 8-10 stacks on everybody, and they didn't res them either. Huh. I think they're gonna try to get off a res right now. And sailors are like in the worst spot ever. He's like around the corner. You can't see him.
Oh, this is yeah. Those whelps respawn at a very bad time.
So they're gonna get I'm not sure this isn't. I'm not sure if they're really going for a speed run. I think they're just gonna go for like a clear right at this moment, but we'll see. You know, East. They were talking shit last week on West. You know, they said hold my beer. Hold my beer. Okay, we got it.
I would like to say we didn't wipe last week. We did not wipe. So
you did not wipe. Yeah, you did not wipe to a bug. Yeah, true. Big true. You wiped to an ass pulling, right? Okay, they got the res off, so they don't leave anyone left behind, right?
Yep, that's TL's way. No person left behind.
Dude, I think he started the resurrection cast while he had suppression on him, so it's like a 50-second resurrection cast.
So, by the way, out of interest, RAZORGORE unbuffed. It was warrior, rogue, rogue. So 3 of the top 5 were rogues, and there's pretty close. Pretty close.
I mean, Veilstraz is a rogue fight.
Well, no,
like
that was RAZORGORE.
The most damage.
That was RAZORGORE.
Oh, that was RAZORGORE? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Was, the top 5 were all warriors.
Yeah, I think as well. I'm gonna pay attention to Broodlord. I don't think they're using expose armor today because I didn't hear anything about it. But realistically, like the rogue should be doing probably the most damage on single target, like with our rogues that we have. There might be a couple Fury Warriors out there that might do some contention. It's a really big thing too. How good can these Fury Warriors do without buffs, right? So. We have some big names.
Very high. I think the skill's very high across all of our classes, and I think they'll do fine. Yeah, so it's interesting. We brought it up a little earlier, but we'll talk for a minute here before we get to Broodlord. So Imagine left the guild yesterday, and you know, I find this one really kind of hits close to the heart. I really liked him. He worked very hard in the guild. He was a very good player on multiple characters, and he had a great personality. I liked playing with him. He was level-headed for the most part. But you know, if he was here, I'd tell him this to his face. If you're going to leave a guild over loot, then I find that really challenging to not lose respect for you, because 5 people are always going to be worthy of a piece of loot, and you might not get it. And if it's repetitively happening, then you should talk about it. You don't leave over it, and then you can argue, oh well, I had talked about it, and the issue is it was his ult, and ults especially is a challenging one for someone to leave over an ult.
Yeah, I think it might have been like his 3rd ult as well. But
it doesn't mean I love him any less, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to miss him immensely, because I will.
Yeah.
It's just more, I find it hard to support him, and that's who I am, by the way. I'm not someone who just blindly support anybody. I just, to me, it's not the right reason to leave.
Yeah, let's see if they ass pull from sitting in this corner. Really exciting part. Okay, we got it. They're not going to do that.
So, interestingly enough, last night, Bosley kept aggro the entire time. He was storming it on his threat.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if the tanks tonight can do the same.
He had really good aggro, you said?
Oh, yeah, he had amazing aggro last night.
Oh, great. Oh, my God, Dunner doesn't have strength buff food. I don't think...
No ass pull.
No ass pull, it's good. Pickle's going hard, dude. He has the 2% hit food.
I always pucker a bit when Dunners is tanking.
Okay, do they have exposed armor on him? I can't tell with this UI. They do. They are using exposed armor. Okay. All right. 5% more damage and a non-world buff raid. It's pretty good. Let's see if it stays up actually. Because right now it's on Kumarin. He has 100% aggro. It's gonna drop. Go to Rule. Home Kid died. Pickles is dead.
Did you see that? That was just...
Warriors are dying. Dark Flame's dead.
It's the lack of hit points from the world buffs. Wow.
Yeah. Well, they're probably just pulling Insane Threat too. Looking at back here too.
Well, they're not pulling aggro. They're dying to the stop.
The stop? You mean the blast wave?
Yeah. Those 3 didn't pull aggro.
Maladeth though, dude. A big Maladeth. Pretty good. They're getting rewarded.
Nice.
Pretty good. 17 minutes and 10 seconds in the run, by the way. So, see a gray screen here. It's okay. I don't think Death's hit that hard now, you know. Fire Maw's gonna be interesting. I wonder if they saved Wreck for Fire Maw, actually. They probably used it for Veil, yeah?
I bet they saved it. This is such a challenging fight. Maybe the
Yeah,
tank used it. Maybe Green Mile did, but I'll bet they saved it.
I'm always looking for this guy's UI where Wreck is. I can never find Wreck.
So something new here tonight is without Imagine. Imagine has always done the techie packs in this raid, so it'll be interesting to see.
They'll have it down.
Mofo? That looks like it was Mofo.
The two seems like all of them are on it, basically. This is the first pack. This is the easiest pack, right? So it doesn't really matter. Korga did die though, so they're gonna have a lot of. They're probably gonna have a lot of these sort of like one person dies because they're too close, you know, to techies. Or they pulled aggro. Because actually, that's a big throttle thing. If a tank that doesn't have world buffs, it really does slow down. Like, let's say if everyone doesn't have world buffs, if the tank doesn't have it, it hurts it a little bit. Is he using an axe in his main hand and a sword in his offhand? Huh. Rank 14.
Wow, look at this. Yeah, they've said screw the speed. They're just going to clear. So they're pulling a pack they don't normally pull.
Oh, okay. Well, they ass pulled it last Wednesday, right? So.
Too soon, chick. Too soon. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, they need to get out of that room. They need to get out of that room.
Yeah. See here. I don't really... I think Food for Gold is like a designated... They're all just... I think it's a mage free-for-all, but it looks like it's mostly on Food for Gold. The techie packs. As far as that one went.
It does look like it's free-for-all.
Yeah. Now, it's kind of big in AQ, and that's coming up. There's going to be a lot of fights where there's going to be no world buffs, right? So, just because, you know...
Interesting, because in the first few weeks of AQ progression on servers that we don't name, because there was no cooldown on world buffs, you would go in and, especially on Cthulhu, you would go and get your world buffs and go back and then do the Cthulhu attempt. And
in the same night? Yeah.
Well, yeah, so because the world buffs mattered so much and the extra DPS mattered so much, you would do the rest of the raid, then you would hearth out, get all your world buffs, go back, and then fight Cthulhu.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do that. That's actually going to make Cthulhu harder. It'll be interesting to see how it's like.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
absolutely.
Based upon everything else I'm seeing, I'm going to guess not that hard.
No issue. No issue. So they did get a Maladeth, huh? Is that... Oh, they're having so many people die right now, dude.
Yep.
Gurns is down. Pure Espresso's down.
I just hope they keep their chins up and don't steam. I'm going to guess they're going to steam. We're so...
look at the officer chat right now, dude. See what's going on. Okay.
Oh, I did look. It's dead silent.
It's dead. Oh, well, yeah. They understand that what happened to them was a bug. Like...
It's... No, it's dead worse. That means everyone's so steaming.
Yeah. No, it's... I mean, really? You think so? Because that is a bug... But it's a gnome bug. Is that an intended thing almost, actually? The AoE where it kills everybody?
Yeah, it is. So it goes off. It's supposed to go off if RAZORGORE dies. So if you engage RAZORGORE and he dies, like, so the too many mobs get on him. One of the strategies in early vanilla was you would have him tank mobs. Because you couldn't kill them fast enough. And so if he died, then the raid wiped. That was the mechanic. I don't recall it ever going off without him dying in vanilla, but obviously it goes off here.
Yeah. It was an interesting fight, too. It was really funny. The other day, one of those dragons was still up, you know, weird bug where a dragon's still up. And he conflagged the dragon. So we're like, pick it up, and it's like, oh, it looks like Veil, he got it, dude. Veil got it. I don't RAZORGORE. Use the tank now. All right, so Cruel's gonna be opening up on this. It looks like they're gonna stay in the same cubby. They're not gonna go for any crazy strat, but we'll see very shortly. Now, I don't know if you do this as a warlock ever. Well, wait, is fire? He's immune to fire, right? Never mind. Mages, they use Blizzard when they're at line of sight, just to do that extra bit of damage.
Yeah, on my warlock, I tend to actually use every second I'm out of line of sight. So you come out of line of sight, you summon a Voidwalker, you sack it for the shield, and then you bring out another succubus, sack that for demonic sacrifice, and then jump out. It kind of lines up really well because that takes about 18 seconds, and it's usually about that long for the buff to wear off. So
they're at 8 stacks right now. They don't have, of course, world buffs. So they don't have any fire resist.
Yeah, they're gonna have to come out.
He gets PI. He gets PI'd when he has to LOS. That's pretty. It's pretty monk ass.
Oh, he's looking at it too. See that? He was looking at it.
See, look at stat. Yeah, he's gonna go down quite fine here.
Yeah, we do run a little healer heavy, and
I mean, what do speedrunning guilds run like for healers, like amount wise? Like we run 11, which is it's like optimal for if for not wiping, right? For if you had a perfect group, but not like a speedrun group.
No, I think we run 11 for a different reason. I think we run 11 because when you get into AQ40 and you get into Nax, you want 11.
It's optimal. Optimal
and
for those.
So for later tiers of content, we keep it the same so we can create cohesion.
Yeah, only one death.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And so I would have said you can comfortably do this with 8. If you're wanting to speed run and have very little downtime like what we have, you should probably need 9. That'd be my take on it. I do think it depends on the cohesion. So, for example, if you're running 8 or 9, then you probably can't totem twist, and you probably can't have someone who's shadow weaving, and you probably can't have And so there's things you can do with 11 that reduce the impact of 11.
Yeah. So it's like fire, frost, nature, and and shadow. Like all the elements stuff are arcane in this one pull. That's kind of funny. 10k shadow bolt. That's fucking hot. That's hot as hell. It's kind of a weird thing. If someone's watching this VOD over again from the guild, if you're a healer, just I'd like to see a healer POV. This Pure Espresso, he had a stream on and he turned it off for some reason. But yeah. Let's see here. They're going up the wall. Right now they're 25 minutes in. They can get Neff in like 2 minutes. You think? Yeah, break record, Kappa. 2 minutes from now.
Yeah, so doing those 2 packs will add time. So when I said 40 minutes, I assumed they were going normal speed. I would have said you probably added 6 minutes. So they might, if they break 45, I'll say that's a good run.
Yeah.
But they're not really going.
They're not going for that. Yeah, they don't even.
It does show you the power of the world buffs. How it's actually so much harder to put it.
I think it's half here in your head, It's half in your head. A little bit, Like, listen, like, if you had a mentality of we're not going on this world buffs doing our best, it would change a lot, right? Maybe you wouldn't bring 9 Fury Warriors, but... but, yeah... Let's see here. It seems that they are running fast in these trash packs. Someone's dying every pack, though.
This corner always gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Because you're gonna ass pull on the right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, is it because of Wednesday too? Is that why?
No,
that's what happened though. Why'd you guys do that? Why'd you guys pull?
Because we ass pulled on Fire Maul, we'd killed an extra pack, and so you're allowed to skip 2 packs and have it still count. And so we were going to skip entirely the pack on the left, and so we were going to kill the one on the right, and then go into the room and kill the other one, and then kill Fire Maul.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not how it turned out.
Here's why Donors isn't using strength. Maybe just forget. Sometimes I forget my buff food too. And their one world buff will run out in 5 minutes, the 30 stam. So
it's interesting to see. What would you have thought if they'd done no world buffs and raids? You read the forums, right? And it's kind of hilarious, right? Because
it'd been fun.
Yeah. The forums are hilarious because it's just the same thing posted 40,000 times and a whole bunch of people saying this is a bad idea and a whole bunch of people saying this is a good idea. Do you think it would have made the game better if world buffs hadn't been a thing?
It would have felt like a raid would have been a raid instead of something, if you play any other game right now, if you like go into a raid, you're like, oh, it's going to take you a couple hours, like you have to have a good coordinated group to do it, right? But like even with world buffs, it's like, people just say just bring world buffs and you're good, like don't even worry about anything else. Just bring world buffs. Doesn't matter anything else you do. Well, it's like a big thing. We just had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people died of that pack.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, can you? Yeah, are you still doing a healer report card? Is that gonna
go? To be honest, I was yes. Just to be honest, yes, but I haven't posted it for a while. After our last healer meeting, where people lost their collective minds over the notion of metrics to measure performance, I backed off a little bit.
Yeah, were people a little pissed, or what was that? It was maybe a couple people were. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Here's what I would say. I think people like within healers, it's a very subjective thing. That how do you know whether someone's a better healer or a worse healer? Because you really can't look at the throughput, right? It is infinitely cheesable and realistically wrong. You could land 5 heals that keep people alive, and that makes you more valuable than landing 50 heals that are maximum.
But then we're trying to compare good smelling shit to bad smelling shit. It's just so similar, it's still shit. Exactly. It's so small difference, right?
Exactly. So what I tried to do is create some basic metrics around effort, and it wasn't. Because it's hard, because you can't really see without looking at VODs who's actually doing really well and who's not doing really well. But you can look at who's putting in the level of effort.
Yeah, and, I think one thing is you can see if someone's like doing the wrong thing. That's
you can see if someone's doing the wrong thing. You can see if they're not pulling their weight. Like so for example, you get some people who are using 10 mana pots and mana runes a week. And then you get other people who are using none, and you go, well, okay, so why is that person using 10? That doesn't actually mean they're a better healer.
Yeah, Dunner's dies on right away on this.
Yeah, look at that boom. Yeah, it's like.
Oh my God, Killers is dead. They had to pull it back because fire Ebon Rock's all the way up there, so it's really scuffed. Mofo's dead.
Yeah, I know. Dunners does significant threat, and people love DPSing on him. But as a healer, he makes me scared every time.
That's funny. He saved. Maybe he popped wreck. Maybe he popped wreck or something, and he died.
He's probably wearing all leather. He's probably wearing all leather and jewelry.
Because he's DPSing.
He's tanky.
Yeah. Well, no. People actually say it's kind of funny, right? People say, "Oh yeah, I just use Stone Scale Potion. I'm tanky now. I'm tanky. Don't worry about it."
Well, and you bring up a good point. You and I talked about this when we were leveling at the start. The change to batching, so that you as a feral can use things like Hellstones and stuff
scale.
like that, without being potentially caught out of form. I think it's a game changer. I actually believe
it's hot. It's hot.
I honestly believe that you're a superior tank. A feral tank is a superior tank to a warrior in a threat situation. I think you do more threat, and I think you have more survivability. The only difference is
clip it.
Yeah, you can clip it. The only difference is when you get to a point where you need more mitigation, the warrior can throw on all plate, high stam, shield, and suddenly they're performing slightly higher than you now. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been slow in our guild to take advantage of that. That I think there is a spot for a feral druid. Like the 4th tank is a feral druid, and I look at the damage you do, and it's pretty good still. I mean,
it's busted. It's actually really. I don't know if you saw you rated on Sunday with us, right? Mm-hmm. Like on Chromag, I just stay at the very top until I run out of pummelers. That's it. And I just equip something else. I ran out of pummelers, and then I just put on my other set and I was fine. But it was stupid. You do stupid damage if you're tanking.
So one of the things the forums have been losing their collective mind over is the 30 instance lockout. And the thing I keep seeing is Feral Druid, thanks Blizzard. Have you ever hit the 30 raid lockout?
No. I've also been doing like dungeons, like boosting my alts too on another account. And like I don't hit rate. It's lockout. I kind of think about it in my back of my head. I'm like, oh, I'll just do 20 and then I'll hit 25 and I'll just stop, you know? If I wanted to, I could, but I didn't really feel like it. It's kind of almost stopping you too from playing the game too much, you know? It's kind of a good thing. Makes you like stop for a second and think, well, maybe I should like go do something a little better with my time. Right?
Do you remember the rumors from years ago where they were going to put a XP penalty? Tell me about this. No. All right, so during Vanilla, there was these rumors that like rested experience.
Go ahead. Yeah.
That'd be the opposite. Once you'd played for so long, you would start earning half experience.
Yeah.
There was a game called Horizon that did that, and there was all these rumors that WoW was going to do it, and I'm like,
yeah,
yikes! I'm glad
they
did.
And they took that out because people. It was in the beta, I think. They took that out because, people didn't want to be time gated to playing, you know.
Yeah, I think that there's a pay to win mentality in all video games, but the pay to win is you pay with your time. The more time you put in, the more resources you gather. And people are totally okay with the notion of you play more than me, therefore you have more resources than me. They're not okay with give a credit card and therefore you're better.
They're not using expose armor on this fight.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder why they dropped.
Don't know. Warriors can't not sunder, dude. What do we do?
Look at all the deep
the priest one.
They're worried about exposed armor, but I saw like 5.
Are they? They're not worried about the debuff slot, are they?
That's what they're worried about. They're worried about the debuff slot.
No, they're wrong.
I know. Look, trust me. This entire discussion was had earlier today. Yeah, and I believe we were going to be trying it, but I thought it was going to be tomorrow.
Yeah, it's because it's not. It takes the same debuff slot as Sunder. Like it will overwrite Sunder. So there's no issue with the debuff slot anyway. Like they'd probably know that. If they don't know that, then that's a mistake. But yeah. Plus, there's no issue with debuff slots right now. Like right now, we need a fairy. Oh, we have a fairy fire. Okay. No, see, boom. Gift of Arthas. 6/5 deep wounds.
So here's some interesting comparisons. Buffs to unbuffed. Last week they killed Broodlord in 38 seconds.
Oh my god! Look where Flamegore is standing. How can they face him the other direction for Flame Buffet? Let's see what they do. Are they gonna hit another Flame Buffet? Yeah, they will. Wing Buffet. Oh god, this is so scary.
Oh.
Okay, no. Okay. I think I don't even know what happened there. You can see Dutters is laughing. Drake Talon Pauldrons and Stylines. It's actually not bad, yeah.
I actually think Stylines will come in more during AQ and NAX. I think as the tanks need to be a little bit more tanky and a little
bit more druid, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's interesting. So Fire Maul, they were 49 seconds, 50 seconds the last 2 weeks. This week they were a minute 29. Yeah. So the truth is, it's on Ebon Rock it was 46 seconds versus 1 minute 8. So the truth is, it looks like it's about 20%, which would make sense.
And currently they're almost 37 minutes into this run, and it's been a pretty chill run like this since they started from their death.
They haven't made too many mistakes. They've had a lot of deaths on track.
Yeah,
they haven't made too many. Oh, look, they're going to try it.
No way, dude. It's going to go.
You can do it. You can do a feign death. I'm going to guess they're not going to use the petrification flask. I just think that's
they don't have that ready. I haven't heard anything about petrification. Oh, let's see what happens.
You know what content, dude. You know what
What
I
would you
would do is I would soulstone the hunter, and then if they die, they die, and then they can pop back up and run.
Maybe he has one.
I wouldn't use a petrification flask.
Are they gonna start it right away?
Yeah. He just pulled it, I think.
No, he's not out yet. They're trying to throw something on him first. What are they doing? What are they doing? They're resetting. Is he gonna pull? He pulled him anyway. What an idiot! Fucking goddamn it!
That was Kyle, right? Oh, that's a spinner, right?
Yeah, it was Kyle. Yeah, he was like, "They're gonna pull," and he was fine. He was
Reese dead. Oh dear.
Oh no, a couple spinners. Lestat's dead too. I think that's the person who kited it, right? So.
Yeah, I think what happened there was Lestat died, and so they said, they were gonna basically do something to go back.
I wonder if they could hang out in there with those cards pulling, because they have a medium-ish aggro range, you know.
Well, so what you do is you go into the room where he is where he is. So you open the gate and then everyone runs in.
Yeah, but still, you have to be a little careful. They don't have an insane aggro radius. Like you can walk up to like detect magic them, you know, as a mage, but he won't pull. So, oh my gosh, Dunner's doing kill. They just spin on everybody.
Oh my god! And they
I don't.
Died.
They weren't. They didn't. They weren't spreading out for spins. What the fuck?
Why am I not shocked that Dunner's died?
Dunners has one more strength food. Can it go the distance? Oh, Kyle. Yeah, Lestat's just sitting back here. He's like, guys, I did all that. I died for your sins, and you died anyway. I guess his feign death got resisted or something.
Yeah, they have high resist to that, so it's
they
very
do.
risky. Yeah.
Oh.
It's weird. It's hard to explain.
They're just a little smarter. They're like, dude, we know your class. We know what you're. Can a rogue just vanish it?
Yeah, it's the same deal. It's honestly the same deal. But it is risky.
Interlace shadow jerkin. I'm just kidding.
Oh, the big loots.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think is going to drop?
CTF.
I'm going to go with the Chloric Chromag. We don't see very many of them. I'm going to go with the unusual.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a CTS last Sunday, dude. That was hot as hell. Boots?
It was hot as hell.
Yeah, Pop Perry says the boots. Shimmering Gaeta. Right? Those man. Boots? That one? Oh, no. He's talking about chromatic. No, why does Nefarian lock away his dog, you know?
It's a great point.
I think it's a testing point. You know, the thing, I don't know if you know much lore about Blackwing Lair in general. Do you know about much lore of it?
Not really.
Okay. I'm going to educate the stream and you a little bit, okay? So here's what happened. Is that they were, with the Blackrock clan, not the Black, people in the, whatever, the people in the Blackrock, right? They were enslaving, of course, the red dragons and the black dragons. But then they were doing all experiments to basically breed together all dragons together. And that's where chromatic dragons came from, because they were extremely resistant to magic. All sources of magic. You know, like the blue dragon, the green dragon, the red dragon, the black dragon, and the bronze dragon, right? So that's what the whole thing is. So it's a big issue. So we have to kind of stop that. You know, it's not like why we're in there 100%, but it is a big reason, because these dragons are absolutely too powerful. You know, being resistant to magic. They're still like buffing. Holy shit.
It's interesting. I honestly felt like the strength of Classic was there wasn't really an overriding story that they threw out these dungeons. There's lore behind each of the dungeons, and that's cool. But it wasn't like you were playing individual pieces of a story, and so they didn't have to make a Q40 and then Nexramus and a BWL. They didn't flow from one to the other to the other. They were three separate stories. Like,
yeah, but that's the same thing with every expansion, but not like
Well, no, it's not, because after sort of Rat of the Lich King
Ooh.
on,
What was the
they
call?
really.
Frostburn, okay. I think a DPS pulled threat.
Yeah, so after Rat of the Lich King,
Fire.
each raid kind of goes on to the next one, and it just, I just don't find it as good. Well, let me rephrase that. I
Even
find
in
it's
Wrath.
harder for them. It's harder for them to make good content. Like, you can randomly go and do trolls, so you do ZG or Zuluman, and it's like, it's just a random dungeon, and it's great for us.
Time lapse.
Ooh.
On Pillowcat. Pillowcat's gonna die. Muggy's gonna die. Yugood's gonna die. Cruel's on Cruel, back on Cruel. I think it's because it's done. So, yeah, man. Oof.
Oh, and the Shadow vulnerability.
Oh, I think Muggy. Yeah, I think Muggy
lipped.
lipped. Yeah, Muggy lipped.
And Muggy is still going ham. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is going to end in tears.
I don't see Muggy pulling. He's pulling good numbers right now. Oh wow, yeah, he just pulled up. He's pulled way up.
He's got to hope he doesn't resist time
lapse.
Yeah.
Let's see the next time lapse. Yeah.
Click off that Mark of the Wild.
So it's on nature. I don't have a lot of buffs right now. Oof. Okay. That's kind of weird. It's on nature and he got a PI. Probably bad timing, you know. I think they whisper their buddy and then they PI them. But he's going to die in like 20 seconds. So eat the time lapse. Gonna go to Dunners. Or was Dunners a tank all along?
Dunners was a tank all along.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Loot. Let's look at loot. We want boots, no crossbow, chromatic boots, and CTS, yeah? Pickle, show me the loot. We have Netherwood Mantle, chromatic boots! Oh, so big Elementium for the cloak, too, if that counts for anything.
Well done.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think it's DKP, so we'll see how much DKP is it. Yeah, good job, Potpourri. Damn. Oh, and Mofo, he was the come-in guy on his maid, so he was the loot guy, too.
All right, bets on how many people don't wear cloaks.
4.
Because their item rack unequips it. How can people still be making that excuse after all these months?
Were people making that excuse?
Oh, yeah, dude. Every week somebody dies and they go, oh, I had it equipped, but item rack took it off.
Did you see, like, the Alliance clip of that person putting on, like, listen, they have chromatic cloak on, right? In between him landing, the Nefarian landing, he puts on his healing set, diamond flasks, puts on his tanking gear, and then tanks Nefarian. Between that phase. Some warrior.
That just sounds so risky.
Dude, yeah, it was hot, dude. It looked so cool. You're like, oh my god. Because it was like really fast. He had to be super quick. You honestly could probably just sit in healing gear for the whole thing, but he likes to flex, you know? So. Pure espresso. Sorry, I was dropping too many frames. No big deal, man. So. 46 minutes into this game. They'll have a sub 50-minute run on this.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish we hadn't had world buffs. I think that the content is very easy anyway, and players are just better today.
Yeah.
They just are, and it would have created more ability to differentiate yourself as a good player.
Yeah.
Whereas
I think we're in a minority though. Minority in this guild. Every time I bring it up, there's always some warrior who says, "No, man, I wouldn't play this game if it didn't have world buffs." Like, kind of serious, right? Some people can't get over that thing. And I'll call like Zai says that there's a lot of people that basically say they won't play. Well, like they don't want to play without world buffs, right?
By the way,
thing,
quick update on the damage meter. Currently sitting in first doesn't include Chromat, was
Yeah.
CPAC.
CPAC. Oh, it makes sense. Yeah, because he has those rank 14 weapons, baby. So good. You have did HK Junior send you his log? You just looked at it, right?
I'm just looking at the live logs.
Yeah.
Ooh, but now, after adding Chromag, Team Tom has taken the lead by an entire 5k from Stokes.
From Stokes. Okay, so it's really, really close then.
It's super close, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up right here on stream as well.
And I'm looking at encounters only. Yeah,
we don't look at trash, but it's very, very close.
Dark Flame has ripped it on trash.
I was wrong on the mages for sure. You know, single target. I mean, they've been taking things a little interestingly on the fights. Of course, it's going to be slower, right? But we'll see. It's going to come down to the sapper and if it's a roll call.
Yeah. Although, do you think I really think that the Stratom Holy Water does more damage than the sapper?
You do both. Like, does the show say cooldown? Really?
Yeah, I swear it does more damage.
Okay, well, yeah, it does more damage. Oh, Dark Flame's dead. Oops. And then it does more. He's being battle res. Okay, good. It does more damage if they throw it from far away. I know some mages they might do that.
Yeah, I get your culture. I you know what? And there's one class that is affected by World Bust more than any other is Warrior, and it takes a Warrior from being really good, like equal to rogues, to being God tier. And so I get taking them away takes you out of it. I get it. But I do think that it's kind of a false economy that nobody really cares about in my opinion, nobody really cares what the number is. What people care about is where did they perform in comparison to everybody else. Yeah, exactly, right. And that's where that comes from. Now, a lot of things is, what do you care about, like this raid in like a year from now, you know? Do those numbers affect you in a year from now? It's, you know, and the thing is too, these runs are the ones people usually remember more than anything. The run where we did no world buffs, right? We'll remember this run actually, I think. Yeah. So it's a druid call, so that's pretty nice, right? So they had a shaman call then a druid call. And look at the damage. Stokes is out ahead right now. This is no CPAC. Oh, CPAC's he's down there a little bit. I know. I don't. Yeah. No, I don't know. Needs to pull it together. You're right. It's going to come down to that sapper. Whoever gets that sapper. Right? Yeah. The other thing that's really good about the Stratom Holy Water is it's ranged, right? So sapper is around you. The Stratom Holy Water you throw. So. Yeah. The thing is, you can hit more people with the sapper because you get both of them, right? But the thing is, if they're already dead before they get to you, but you can get both of them with the Stratom Holy Water. I believe the range is the same. Like the radius. Sapper's right on top of you. The thing is, you want everything to come to you. That's why. So all the obstructs are here. Sappers are going out. Dark Flame, Twerk X, really pulling ahead. SX right there. Grease, Home Kid. I don't even think Team Tom or Stokes got in there. So yeah, damn. Ooh, this is gonna be close at the end here. Oh, they had 3 of them died. Oh, Dunners died. Oh, he was the big tank. Oh shit. At least Kamaran was there. Holy cow. Yeah, and they got a mage call too. Okay, let's see the loot. We got garbage. Hot garbage. We got best plate of Wrath, Druid chest piece. Look at the look on Jeff's face. Therazane and Cloak. What's he doing? Like, he's hacking up how bad the loot was. Yeah. Why? Oh boy. All right, so, let's look at the logs. Yeah, let's see the logs. Yeah. Encounters. So thank you all for watching that. Now I'm going to be leaving a link in the description to all the streamers that did stream this. Without them, we wouldn't really have this, to be honest. And I'd like to also ask you all if you could like this video and subscribe, and let me know if you like these or how these are going. We right now, like Def and I, we do plan to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we haven't planned on doing anything anymore. With AQ coming out very soon, it's going to be a little scuffy, but hopefully it's not going to be too bad for especially launch of AQ. It's going to be a lot of fun watching, and looking back at those raids, right? Again, thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.